basically doing this in atmosphere. It's cool. And yes, I have all multi-cannons. If you were wondering. I wanted to go ahead and try it out. And it seems to be working out just fine. Now I'm gonna absolutely destroy this guy because I have nothing but multi-cannons. Or, you know, you throw up chaff and completely destroy everything because I'm gimbal multi-cannons. Yeah, that only took far longer to find that guy than I really wanted to, but it's whatever. Of course it's behind the planet. Flame sauce. Flame sauce. Alright, I also finally ranked up. Yeah, post commander. 3/4 of the way through. That took longer than it should have for me to do the math in my brain. Oh, please don't tell me my mic's muted. Oh yeah, it's not muted. I don't want to record for several hours, then, you know, have it completely silent. Yeah, I wanted to try out my multi-cannons, or you gotta be fucking kidding me. The loop of shame. Or an S. Doesn't really matter. I wasn't paying attention. Anyway, as I was saying, I had a huge, or a class 4 gimbaled pulse laser down there, and I still have it. But I wanted to try out the multi-cannon because as I was fighting and as I was, like, you know, twisting around and all that, sometimes, like 60% of the time, my pulse laser wasn't actually firing because since it's on the underbelly of my ship and I'm, you know, constantly moving like that, it doesn't really give it a chance to sorry, it doesn't really give it a chance to, like, track properly and be able to get on target. So I was, oh wait, yeah, I'm on the right way. Okay, it doesn't give it a chance to actually fire and do all that much. And I was like, well, since it's not doing much anyway, I might as well just have all multi-cannons, especially since I keep it on the same fire group with my multi-cannons. So I'm running on multi-cannons now. Damn. I gotta go do these missions. Ooh. These small outer stations always make the creepiest of noises. Well, yeah, I can't remember if I've made a video with my Fertilons before. So here's my Fertilons. It's got a graphite paint job. Oh yeah, and then the, I wonder, does it work? Yeah! See, and then this is gonna take forever. But yeah, see, there's my huge multi-cannon. I think it's quite pretty. I like it. It takes forever to deploy, but then again, so did the pulse laser. I'm just doing a lot of pirate hunting missions right now, and that's kind of how the new system works. 2.3? And it changed in 2.2, but I didn't really know how much, like, how to, you know, all the details of it, but with the way it works is when, I can't remember if I'm supposed to meet someone here or not, because I totally erased the message. It's like 40 minutes ago. Ah, there you are. Okay. Where are you? Mania? I totally butchered that name, but I don't really care. Like, for real. Seriously, I have no idea where this person is. Nope. Is that you? Is that you? Who are you? Okay. Lame sauce. I hate these missions. Neither of you are the person I want. Information. Yes, there you are. Holy balls, you're far as shit. Oh, what the? I wasn't paying attention yet again. Is this person trying to interdict me? I can't tell. Or are they just gonna race past me? Follow my wake and we can talk. Okay. Lame sauce. I hate these wakes too. Okay, as I was saying, so with donation missions is you do like a butt ton of donation missions, and then you almost stop getting them because there are follow-up missions to your donation missions, and if you don't do the follow-up missions, aka these pirate hunting missions that I'm doing now, you don't get any more donation missions. So you gotta do donation missions, and then you gotta do these missions. It kind of keeps you in a balance of. So what are you gonna say? It kind of keeps you in the balance of earning money and not earning money, cause. Ooh. Okay. Now where do I gotta go? I was just at Hyperion. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I was just there. It was like, oh yeah, your person's not here. You gotta go to here. You gotta go to LHS 535 to meet this contact because they're not in Hyperion. Yeah, well, now they're in Hyperion, so you can go suck a dick. Fuck you, game. Making me go back and forth. Whatever. Like I was saying, so you gotta do pirate hunting missions or whichever missions, you know, they hand out. Usually, from what I've seen, it's pirate hunting missions, or sometimes it's courier missions or whatever. And yeah, you just gotta do them, and then you get charity missions again. And now I gotta sit here and thank baby Jesus it's not a billion light seconds away. Cause seriously, you could. I've spent like 90% of my 90-minute run. Well, I've actually been playing all day. Anyway, I've spent 90% of my time in Super Cruise simply because the systems around where I am. Like, see if I open the galaxy map and I go to here, and I go into system map, and you get this monstrosity. Yeah. Oh, that one's actually not far, but most of the, like, I usually have to end up, wow. Horrible. Okay, that was a horrible demonstration. Alright. Alorai. No, I do not want to plot my destination there. Yet again, really horrible mistake. You know what? I'm just... Never mind. Like I was saying, though. I spend most of my time in Super Cruise, either because I have to, like, now for instance, I'm guessing it was this one? No, it wasn't. It was this one. Now I gotta go... I gotta go look through fucking, signal sources instead of... Matter, I was told it was an information there. I recently caught sight of him in the Hyperion system. Detail follow. Good luck, Commander. I have to sit around Hyperion 1 for the mission source instead of just jumping into a random unidentified source like before 1 point whatever they changed. Whenever they changed this, I guess it was like 2 point something. And so now I gotta fly around here for God knows how long to find this specific unidentified signal source so that I can take out this pirate lord, so that I can get my bounty, so that I can go to the Howie platform, so then I can go all the way to Perindi, and do the same thing over again, unless they meet me, like, unless they interdict me on the way there, which I really hope happens at times. Watch this guy have been my target the entire time. I don't even know what the guy's name is. Oh, he's a federal agent. Or, yeah, I don't even know what my target's name is. Hyperion 4. Big contact lost. Claw. That ship's name is Claw. There it is. Wow, I'm bringing up really bad examples on how long I have to wait. Like, for that one mission, the one that I started recording at, I waited like half an hour. It was bad. I waited like half an hour for that goddamn fucking signal source to show up. And I was going in and out of Super Cruise and, you know, change instances and yada yada yada, and it was bad. But this is going to be super duper easy because, as you can see, that's threat 1, meaning the person in here is mostly harmless, probably in a Cobra or Viper. Where's the 4th guy? There you are. Yep, see? Like I said. Viper. You know, I don't get why people say multi-cannons are bad against shields. Yeah, I mean, the shields have resistances, but you're throwing out three or four times the... Here, let me tell you the exact resistances, because that's what this little screen does. Alright, it's only got... Its bare shields, unmodified shields, have barely 20% resistance against projectiles. So when you can only shoot, and they have a 20%, let's see, for shields, where are my shields? Oh, sorry, 40%. I was looking at armor. Sorry, they have a 40%, and then they have a negative 20% resistance against thermal weapons. But when you can throw out, you know, 4 or 5 times more kinetic shots than you can do thermal shots, that resistance completely disappears, at least as far as, you know, in practice goes. Especially, and you know, it varies on the ship, but I don't know. I can't see the 40%. Oh Jesus, the 40% resistance that it's showing. That, you know, it says my shield has. At least, you know, of course, I'm always going to get up against NPCs and all that because, well, I've tried PvP once. Oh no, I've had a few encounters of PvP, but I've actually only intentionally engaged in a PvP fight once. And it was... I decided to, I was in a vulture at the time, and I was like, I don't want to lose this vulture just in case. There was a player with a bounty of over $1 million on his head. I was like, I'm going to try this. He was in an anaconda, but, you know, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to try it. So I got in an eagle. I fully kitted out the eagle, and I hopped into Super Cruise to go get this this anaconda, which at the time was the largest ship in the game, largest, most expensive ship in the game, and probably one of the better combat ships. And I went up against it in the first combat ship that you could ever buy. Completely, like, I only had like 30 hours into the game at this time, so I was completely unprepared for this battle, and I lasted a lot longer than I thought I would. I took his shields down, and I started getting into his systems. I can't remember the exact numbers, but I got into his systems quite a bit before he was able to take me down, and I was quite proud of myself. And I was like, I almost had him if I was in my vulture, if I had more shields, if I had this or that. You know, it would have been... I would have had a chance, but of course I didn't have the money to... buy my vulture back if I had lost it, so, you know, I didn't want to bust out the loan either. And then another time I was in my vulture. I just got my vulture. It wasn't even kitted out even remotely to close. I could barely afford the pulse lasers on there that I put on it. And it could barely run it too. I was interdicted by an eagle who thought he could take me. And of course, lo and behold, I quickly turn on him, take out his shields in a couple shots because I have 2 large pulse lasers. Unfortunately, they were gimbaled, so I couldn't, you know, I couldn't snipe any of his systems, or I couldn't snipe, you know, the body of it himself. That's why, you know, that's pretty much the main reason he got away. Because I couldn't put the damage down on him that I wanted to because of the gimbals. And until recently, hell, even the further launch, I was running fixed weapons, because fixed weapons do more damage. Not sure why. At least in the laser department, in the thermal weapons department, they do more damage. And I don't know what that was. The only reason I wasn't running I wasn't running all fixed weapons was, one, because every time I switched up pulse lasers for multi-cannons, which is usually the bounty hunter's favored thing, because then you don't have to reload, you don't have to like rush back between, you know, the stations and stuff. But I was running back to the station anyway. But the main reason I didn't like it was because it drained my capacitor too fast, and I couldn't actually put as much hurt downrange as I wanted to with pulse lasers or burst lasers or railguns as I wanted to, mainly because I ran railguns the first time I had this. I had a huge pulse laser, I had a huge burst laser and 4 railguns on this when I first got it. And because in my assault ship, that's what I was running, you know, 2 railguns and 2 pulse lasers. Or burst lasers, I can't remember. And yeah, Pandari Sea. This is going to be one of the ones that I have to travel a billion light years, isn't it? No, alrighty, okay. I've lucked out this time. Anyway, so I was running, you know, railguns and pulse lasers, and I think I mentioned the reason why is because I could basically have them on... I could have them on the same fire group, but if I... railguns only shoot once per click, so if I clicked once, shot the railguns, and then continued to shoot the pulse lasers, the railguns wouldn't shoot again. So to refire the railguns, I would have to click again. So they were basically on a different fire group. And that's what I liked. I was like, you know, I could have it on different fire groups, and I could have the shield cell banks and heat sinks on the other trigger, and I didn't really have to worry about any of that. Except on every ship that you run that setup, they just, or at least every ship that I've had that I've run that setup, they just super fucking overheat the ship way quickly. I was actually hurting my ship more running that setup than the NPCs were. You know, I could take them out pretty quickly, their shields and the hull, but then I was getting internal damage because I was overheating at like 180%, even with my heat sinks. And I couldn't drop the heat sinks fast enough to keep my ship cool in a prolonged fight. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll do pulse lasers. And then those drained my capacitor too fast. I even went, as you look, I'll show it. I even went to engineers, okay, because I have this guy, and as you can see, no, I went to this person. I went to this guy, and as you can see, I have grade 2 access. So I put grade 2 efficiency weapons, so it would take that, it would do more damage per second, and it would take away from the distributor draw and the power, and like the thermal load. Thank you. And even that just drained my capacitor way too quickly. It overheated my ship way too quickly, and it was almost impossible to keep my ship cool and keep my distributor, you know, my weapons distributor high enough to actually put the hurt down range at a consistent rate. And of course they were fixed weapons, so it wouldn't matter if they dumped out chaff, but I would still have to pause as if they dumped out chaff, and it wasn't working out. So I was like, the best setup that I've ever had in the ship was the multi-cannon and the pulse laser, except for, you know, right now where I'm running all multi-cannons, and that seems to be working out just as well, if not more, because now I can have more pips into systems, engines, and weapons, meaning my shields actually have more resistances. I can't remember the exact number, because the pips put in different resistances or buffs and all that to whichever thing it's put into. Like, so if I had all the pips on my weapons, the weapons would do more damage. And if I have more pips into shields, the shields will be able to take more. At least that's what I was told. I didn't really... Okay. Oh lord. I thought you were a dropship. I really don't want to go against a gunship head to head. How much are you worth actually? Yeah, I kind of need... Oh wait, was there any... Does this support the repair, refuel, but it does not rearm. There is no rearming in this system, so I don't want to take that chance running into my target and not having shield cell banks or heat sinks or, well, the actual ammo to do that. And granted, if I had the pulse laser, no, I still probably wouldn't have attacked. Holy fuck, I'm way the fuck out here. Wasn't I like right up against the planet when he interdicted me? Oh well. Yeah, it's just the multi-cannons seem to do so much better. Even if they, like, even when they dumped out chaff, they did so much better than any thermal weapon or railgun that I ever put on. And it's like, even though the, you know, it says shield, everybody says, and even the game says that shields have major resistances to these. Is he just infinitely spinning? Yeah, major resistances to these kinetic weapons is these firearms. I don't see the resistances popping up. I don't. They just, I don't know. It's like they almost don't. It's almost like they don't exist because I'm just throwing out so many rounds per second, and even with the grade 2, the grade 2 efficient weapons add-on on my pulse lasers, the large multi-cannon still does more, and the multi-cannons still do more damage because I have the see, I have grade 1 upgrades. Like a grade 1 upgrade on a multi-cannon still does more damage than a grade 2 on a thermal weapon. So, you know, and I don't have any like super awesome what do you call those things? I don't have a super awesome experimental thing on there like plasma rounds or whatever. So it's not like I'm getting a buff like that where it's actually doing damage to the shields, like it's doing extra damage to the shields because of specialized rounds or anything. No, it's just efficiency weapons. And I don't really want to travel the... Actually, I don't know how far it was. Was it like 84 something light years or something like that? 104. It was 42 for this guy. 104 for that guy. And then I'd need to go out and I'd need to get the materials. Come on. There it is. Yes, I'm paying attention. Don't you worry. But, you know, I don't want to go... I don't have to... Again, I don't want to or need to go to a high-tech facility, get rid of my combat situations, such as my hull reinforcements, my module reinforcements, and I don't need to, you know, I don't need to get rid of a lot of other things in place of a fuel tank and a fuel. Well, I have a fuel screw, but I don't need to like completely gut my ship to go do that again when, frankly, this is working just fine. Jesus Christ, that huge multi-cannon is just a beast. And for those of you who don't know, two of this, the weapons in this game kind of work in the pairs of two. Like, 2 small hard points equals 1 medium hard point. 2 medium hard points equal 1 large hard point. 1 large hard point equals 1 huge hard point. And, you know, since there's only huge hard points, that's that. So, having I have 1 huge hard point and 4 medium hard points. But add that up. 2 mediums is 1 large, and I have 4 of them. So I have 2 large. And what do 2 large add up to? 1 huge. So technically on the ship I have 2 huge hard points, and give me a second, sorry. So I basically have 2 huge multi-cannons. And the problem with this ship is it doesn't have the capacitor of the Python to shoot the 2 huge cannons. Or, you know, let's say I had all pulse lasers or something. It doesn't have the capacitor to actually shoot that. Like most people would have gone for the Python, and I did go for the Python, and at first I went for the Python, but I just, since the buff to the Fertile Launch, this is just a superior combat ship, mainly because of the maneuverability. As you can see when I'm not in Super Cruise, it's the throttle thing down here next to the ship hologram is almost all the way up, just like the Vulture. And I can use most of my speed and maneuverability, even though I don't have all wet power into engines. And it just, I don't know. Like, it could still use a lot of buffs, the Fertile Launch. Mainly in its, like right now it's, fuck, I don't even know what it's called. It's, like, mandatory stuff, like, power thrusters and, core internals. Thank you. What's on 4? Why is that 4? That should be 2. What is 3? Cargo hatch off. Alright, as I was saying, the core internals are just fine. I don't have a problem with the core internals because, frankly, I don't run my ship, again, over its power output. In fact, as you can see, even with the best power thing, I'm running it well under. And even if I got a grade lower, I think that was still 20 megawatts or something like that. I'm still running close to that, if not lower. I overshot that. So, you know, to me, these internals are perfectly fine. What I need is more optional internals. Jeez, I don't know where my mind is right now. But I need more optional internals, and that's why I'm working towards the Corvette, because it's mainly for combat, but it has all of those optional internals that I so dearly need. And of course, I jumped just that far out of my jump range that I need to go into map, and I need to jump through several different systems, or in this case one, to actually get to the... Ooh, that was a little weird. Alright, so that's why I'm working for the Corvette, because I'm going to be able to run all multi-cannons and run a buttload of shield boosters and still be under power. But then if I needed to do like a cargo run or something, I'd be able to do that because I'd have the space for the cargo. I don't have the space for the cargo right now because, frankly, the Fertile Launch, once the shield goes down, its hull is like paper. Even though I have 700 hit points, which is way more, which is like 40 or 50 more hit points than the Corvette. I'm using up all of my optional internals to have this ship the way to have it work as a good combat ship, so that if my shields do go down, which I have over 700 shields, if my shields do go down, I still have the ability to get away without my ship being absolutely, utterly maimed and turned into Swiss cheese. So I have hull reinforcement. I have multiple hull reinforcement packages, except I left one out because I need the 0.2 light years of jump range. Or is it 0.1? I don't know. I'll put it back on when I get back to ton. Like I just need more core internals, and I thought about going back to the Python, but according to the ship place, it's not like I don't have the money. I'm worth like $102 million or something like that. Let's see, which is way more than I've ever thought I'd be worth. Oh, $99 million. Sorry. That's probably because I don't have 20 million in my... Yeah, I only have 14. That's mainly because I bought the huge multi-cannon, which was $6 million, by the way. So even with the $6 million that I spent on this, I'm still... Because when I have 20 million in my bank account, I'm worth 102 million. So I don't know how the assets thing really works in this game. Because frankly, I should still be worth the same amount, because if I sell this multi-cannon, don't get that 6 million back exactly, and then, I don't know. But it's not like I don't have the money to get a Python fully kitted out for combat and all that. I don't know if I want to. I need to check something. Oh, it's right here. This would have a better jump range. The Python. It would have a better jump range. And it's got 3 large hard points and 2 medium, if I remember correctly. Yep. So it has basically 4 large hard points, which is basically the same as 2 huge hard points. So it basically has the same firepower. That's very conflicting. That really is conflicting. Because I really want my jump range back. Because right now, this is only 13 light years. I don't know if I'd be able to have the same... I wonder. I don't think Ton sells the Python here. But if it does, I want to know if I could save a little bit of money and store some of my modules. Because I'm probably going to get at least $1 million off of these missions, maybe more. 14.2 to... Claim reward. 15... Yeah, I got 1.2 million from that, not including the bounty vouchers that I turned in. And I have another one, but I have insufficient cargo capacity. And that's my main problem, is a lot of these missions I can actually do, because as you can see, I am 100% on all of these guys, except for this guy. as far as missions go, but I won't be able to do all of them because I don't have the cargo space. Wow, that would actually get me a lot of money. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, no. That would get me a lot of money right there, but I don't have a billion tons of cargo space. If I had a Type 9, maybe that'd be a little different. I think I can buy a Type 9 here, but I don't want to because it is a space cow. Now I can get a federal dropship. Ugh. Let's go on a little adventure. I don't want to go here, but I might have to because it's got the most population, I think. 27.3. Ooh, no, Moros has more. But this is one of those evil systems, isn't it? And what do I mean by evil? 208,506 light seconds. That's like a 20-minute destination travel. And as, I'm gonna have to go here anyway, but Azakin, Actzen, I'm murdering that, has, say, I don't want to have to go somewhere else. Well, hold on. Oh, Pt.1. Alright, so this has... Like, see, it's got a crap ton of compartments. It's got 3 size 6, 2 size 5, 1 size 4, 2 size 3, and 1 size 2. Which is... way more than this ship has. But what I want to know... Ooh, that's annoying. Alright, here we go. It's got a size 7 reactor bay. What do I have? I have a size 6 reactor bay. I could keep that reactor. I could keep this one because it's worth like $1 billion. It's worth $16 million. So, what about thrusters? Size 6. It's got a size 5 frame shift. This is a size 4. I'd actually probably end up... No, I can't even keep any of those core internals because they're all a size smaller. I couldn't even keep the shield generator either. Or the shield cell bank. Or, well, I could probably keep the fuel scoop. But yeah, how much is it? No, I don't want a browse shop. How much is this thing? It's 1 point... Oh, it only drops off 0.6. I don't think I'll need 0.06 light years. I couldn't keep... I could keep 2 of my multi-cannons. Like, see here, modifications. See? Like... See, that is just amazing. And then, like... Oh, here. Oh, ooh. Okay. Pulse laser. See, this has the size 1 because pretty much that's really all I had left to do. Oh, it actually does more damage. But its power draw does 134% more damage. Are you sure? Oh, this does damage per second, not outright damage. Okay. So even with the efficiency and all those awesome, like, hold on, if I click on it, modifications, it's got 7, 4, 4, and 38. So yeah, it's basically at a 4% increase to damage per second, and it's still down by 3% to the multi-cannon. And just think, if I upgraded the multi-cannon, with this, the multi-cannon would be better, even though for some reason the multi-cannon doesn't give me damage unless I'm missing that. It gives me armor piercing. And even, like, that's the only, like, that weird damage rating is the only positive thing about the pulse laser, but, you know, it's still gimbaled, it's like, it's still gonna miss the shots if I keep firing, and I don't know, I'm not gonna be able to keep my huge hard points anyway, so I'm only gonna keep 2 of these. And this one seem, oh sorry, this one and this one seem to be the best as far as damage per second goes at 13.2 and 13.1. This one's a little heavier though. What is this modification? Oh, it's got nothing but positives. Ooh, I like that. That's disappointing. Anyway, I'm gonna go try the Python with all multi-cannon setup, and if I actually had the money to buy the Python and the Fertilons at the same time and fully kit out the Python like the Fertilons. Because the Fertilons stock versus the Python is only, I don't know, $2 million difference. Urgh, that was close. Ew. Yeah, let's see. And of course, if I went to the right system, I could get 15% off? I don't know. I got 15% off my Fertilons, and that's probably why I was able to kit it out so well. I'll have to go over that stupid, annoying ad. Oh, wait, no, I won't. Ad's gone. Oh, Lord. Wow, this sells it at a lot of stations with a discount. Give me a second. I think I have to sneeze. Yep, that was a sneeze, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Wow, these ones are really out of date down at the bottom. This one's kind of... Okay, I'm gonna have to do this the hard way. Because I don't know which one of these is closer. Nope, that's all tabbing. Alrighty. Because if I'm able to buy it at a discount... Ooh, that's like 13 jumps. Okay, 160, 160, 160, 160, 160, 160, 60, 70. That actually, and it's a high tech, so 70, actually, let me bookmark that. Son of a whore. Okay, hold on. No! I'm having a hard time, as you can tell. Alright. Alright. Python, 15% off. Now I won't have to remember. 70 light years. Too late. Already memorized it. Shit. Too far. This one's out of date. And when I say out of date, because power play constantly moves, so... And the only reason these things are 15% off is because of power play. Oh, no, that's still viable. Amazingly. I might have to travel a very far distance for this. Except that is 44. I'm gonna bookmark that one again. What is it? Kui? Fuck, I have too many bookmarks. Alright, so now I can delete... Shit. Okay, so now I can delete this one. Because I have this one at 45 light years. 44 light years. Forgive me. But with such a shitty jump range, a good pilot always looks through every system. And like, see, I would edit this out, but if you were playing this game, this is what you'd be doing. You'd be looking for the best deals, or you'd be looking for, you know, you'd be going through all of these, all of these systems just like me, looking for the best deal. Hee hee. And, you know, you'd have to jump through it. So if you're gonna get bored watching me do this, you're gonna get bored playing the game. Because the only lame. Because the only difference between me doing this and you doing this is actually pressing the keys. So, not much different in my opinion. Oh, I actually have a bookmark to this already. It's still further than that other one. So if you're gonna get bored watching me do this, you're gonna get bored doing this yourself. As you know, as far as my experience goes, I'd watch Let's Plays of City Skylines or like Farming Simulator. I have bought every single Farming Simulator game that has come out so far. Come on, click on it. Click on it, you fat bitch. Oh, there we go. 51 versus, what was that, 45? I may end up going here because it's a high-tech system, so. You know, I've bought another Farming Simulator game thinking it was going to be different because I enjoyed, you know, watching it. But, you know, over time I got bored of watching it, so I was like, well, how about this? I'm gonna get the game because, hell, if I you know, just because I got bored watching it doesn't mean I'll get bored playing it. You know, how wrong I was. I only have like 20 hours in these Farming Sim games. Ooh, that's pushing it. Watch this be like right next door. I'm gonna be... No, thank God. You know, so like if you're getting bored of watching me do this, well, you're gonna get bored doing this, actually playing the game, and I'm gonna save you $40. And this is the fast way of doing this, by the way. People used to have to actually go out there and find... People actually had to go out there and find these systems with the discount and update the wiki. So, yeah, be glad you're not one of those people that spent their time doing that. Yeah, I think I got the closest one. I had to. Alright. My ship has probably been flying. Oh no, I don't want to edit it. I want to plot route. Ooh, like 6 jumps. That's not bad. It's in roughly the right direction. Or the same direction. So if you're, like, as I've repeated myself over and over and over, if you got bored of watching me look for the best deals on a ship, I remember buying my ship. Oh yeah, this is the only place. Really? I can't remember if that was close or not. I doubt it. But the one thing I am gonna like is the jump range and the fuel tank. I might not want to go searching on the map while I'm refueling. Make it end badly. Let's see. I just want to see how close that system was. Oh, it actually wasn't that far. But I can't remember. I actually honestly can't remember what I did when I bought this ship. It was just kind of like, wow, I have enough for the Fer-de-Lance or the Python. And I was like, well, I haven't tried the Fer-de-Lance and it just got buffed, so I might as well try it again because I don't want to buy the Python again. Because if you look at, this is the Fer-de-Lance page, maneuverability of 4 versus maneuverability of 2, but if you also noticed, when I was fighting that Python, it wasn't exactly like I was flying circles around it, even though, according to the game, I had double maneuverability, and I have the best thrusters on this ship. So... Oh, that's right, I forgot to check. I forgot to check the thrusters. I should be able to check it here. Was that fuel scoop or is that thrusters? That was fuel scoop. I almost went off of that. 5/8 thrusters versus the winner is. I'm gonna collapse this. The winner is the Python. So, like, right off the bat, I'm probably actually gonna save my power core because it's still a pretty decent power core and it's still worth a lot of money. I don't know about the shield generator. I know I'm definitely... You know what that also reminds me? Utility mounts. How many utility mounts does it have? It's only got 4 utility mounts where this has 6, I think. Yeah. So already off the bat, I'm not going to have... Maybe I might have better shields on the Fer-de-Lance. Because I have like 714 or something like that. It's crazy. I also had 714 shields on my Vulture too. I have 751. Cheery. 751 shields and 705 whole health. Off of the starting of 271 and 405. What does this start at? 294. So just barely. It just starts off barely better. But the armor... Yeah, the Python start... I don't know why the Fer-de-Lance is even in this game at this point. Because, yeah, it has super good maneuverability. Granted, the engines are massive, but then again, it's... Python. I think that's my stop. Yes, it is. Alright, now that I'm out of danger. The Pythons aren't as big, but still quite big. I mean, you know, they're not... You know... most of the back end, but you know, wait, how much does the Fer-de-Lance weigh? It might be a good 250 tons versus, get out of my way picture, 350. So what was it, an extra 100 tons, but it has, it's a lot more it's a multi-purpose, but in reality it's a heavy multi-purpose. Because this is mainly a combat ship. Alright. I forgot to check which city it was that the Python was sold at. Fuck. You guys were probably yelling at me on the screen. Ink! Ink! Check the station! And I totally didn't listen. Port. I butchered that name. You know how much I care? None. Because I'm savage like that. I have a twitch in my forehead. Hey, you guys get to sit with me on the 10-minute journey that it's going to take for me to get over here. 10:36. Actually, what time is it really? It's like 2 in the morning. Oh no, it's 3 in the morning. Ooh. I'm probably gonna be making. Oh my fucking god, my phone is freezing. My phone's all metal and it's like 50 degrees in here because it gets hot as hell when my computer heats up. Yeah, and when my computer reaches like 106 degrees and my dog's 102 degrees and I'm sitting in here in pants and long sleeve shirt, yeah, it gets hot. But yeah, you guys are gonna witness, maybe, possibly, yet again, one of the worst mistakes I've ever made in this game. You never know. I probably should have sold my pulse laser. Fuck. Whatever. I'm still worth. I should be worth 100 million now. Yeah, 100 million. 100.7 million. Almost 101. Yeah. I'll probably be worth just the same amount here when I sell everything off the ship except for the power plant. Yeah, probably except for the power plant. And 2 of my multi-cannons. After that, I gotta buy 3 large multi-cannons. I'll probably keep the chaff launcher, the heat sink launchers. I have fucking 3 A-rated shield boosters. And that's one of the main reasons that my... Oh, this is gonna take forever. Full throttle. That's one of the main reasons my shields are up so high, is because I have those shield boosters. If I didn't have those shield boosters, I can guarantee it wouldn't even be near 700. I probably added over 100 megajoules onto my shields because of those shield boosters. That's how good those shield boosters are. And that's what takes up most of my power, is my shields. Literally, if I got rid of my shields, I'd only be in like 20% power. JK, as you can see, the engines take up 20% power, but how much power would I be taking off in percentage-wise? Oop, I might want to slow down, because I'm going to do this math really quick. And I'm going to use my calculator because I can't do it in my head because I'm lame. 14 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. 26% power on my shield generator and shield boosters, and then plus another 6 because of my shield cell bank. So that's 32%. I'd be losing 32%. I'd be down at 55% power without my shields, without all of my shield equipment. That's pretty good. That just shows how, you know, easy it is to make a ship that can deal out damage and take damage and not go over the power. Like, I seriously have no idea how some people go over the megawattage of their ships by so much. I guess they just do what everybody else tells them to do. Like, on this A-rated Corvette I was looking at, it had 2 plasma accelerators. 2 huge plasma accelerators. And a crap ton of beam weapons. But frankly, gimbaled beam weapons... Like, the main problem I have with... having fixed and gimbaled weapons on the same ship instead of, you know, all fixed or all gimbaled, is you gotta constantly monitor, hey, are the gimbalds in this, and am I just wasting ammo, or are the gimbalds actually hitting? Because, like, that's the thing, is you could have gimbaled beam lasers and you could be at a major distance and you could be missing 90% of the energy going out there into that distance. And it's just, I don't understand it. Like, I'd rather be up close and personal with multi-cannons hitting every round, or 99% of my rounds, versus missing at least half of my energy round. Half of the energy slash thermal weapon ammo things that I'm throwing out there, you know? Ship scan detected. Well, it's not like I'm carrying anything illegal. You're gonna stop the second I get in here, so it's not like your scan detection is gonna work. But yeah, like, I don't know. I just use the setup that works for me. Everybody seems to use the setup that works for everybody else. Because I've tried. Jesus, my knee hurts. I've tried plasma accelerator, and I can afford a plasma accelerator, obviously. But I don't know. Having a huge fixed weapon and then gimbaled weapons, or having a huge fixed weapon with not so many gimbaled weapons, that, and then that huge weapon takes out a massive fucking chunk out of your weapon distributor and puts a huge amount of thermal load. Oop, I don't want to do that. I want to store multiple modules. Yeah, I'll just sell this. There's 800 grand right there. Store multiple. Points. Oh shit, I forgot which one. I think it was this one and this one. I'll check when I get back. Yep. Because these are exactly the same. I don't know where... Oh, lame. Alright. I don't know exactly where they... what the modifications did, and I don't really want to check. But all I know is they're dead on in their little numbers thing. I'm gonna miss this huge, large multi-cannon, but whatever. I'm probably gonna cut this off and make it a two-parter. Yeah, I think I'll do that because I gotta go to the bathroom and I suck at editing. So yeah, I'll start another recording here in a second.